The Brooklyn Nets offense was clicking on all cylinders Sunday, nearly matching their output from Friday's win. But, surprisingly, that was not enough against the Washington Wizards, who lost their previous 3 games before hosting the Nets on Sunday. Costly mistakes late, lack of intensity and poor defense for almost the entire night made it impossible for the Nets to extend their winning streak further as Brooklyn dropped Sunday's game 149-146. With James Harden thigh contusion out, Kevin Durant led the Nets with 37 points. Joe Harris finished second in scoring for Brooklyn with 30 and Kyrie Irving scored 26, marking the second time this season a Nets trio has scored 25 points apiece in a game. Here are 3 things we learned from Brooklyn's loss. The defensive issues just won't go away. Credit, Geoff Burke. USA Today Sports. The Nets have had their moments recently, but they are simply not a good defensive team. The departure of Jarrett Allen didn't help with that. Perhaps Norvel Pelle can make a difference, maybe Iman Shumpert if he gets any minutes. Whatever way the Nets are trying to combat their defensive struggles needs to be scrapped. Time to go back to the drawing board, even if it's for the 100th time this season. Joe Harris's confidence on offense is reaching new heights. Credit, Geoff Burke. USA Today SportsJoe Harris had a crazy January, shooting over 50% and setting a franchise record for 3-pointers made in a calendar month. But Sunday was a little different, knocking down 8 shots from beyond the arc on 13 attempts. Remember when the camera caught Durant telling Harris to shoot the ball earlier in the season? Notice that's not happening anymore? Brooklyn is willing to look to roll guys late. Credit, Geoff Burke. USA Today Sports. With Durant and Irving on the floor, and Harden when he's healthy, the Nets have 3 players to turn to when they need a bucket late, not to mention a superior long-range threat in Harris. Yet the Nets went to Timothe Luwawu-Cabarrot in their last offensive possession, excluding the Hail Mary pass with 0.7 seconds left on the clock. Although TLC didn't come through in the end, the play is another indication of how comfortable Brooklyn's stars are with sharing the load. Joe Harris, Washington Wizards, analysis. Latest 21M News. 21 meters ago Kyrie Irving criticizes his defense versus Wizards. I couldn't guard a stick. Kyrie Irving thinks all of the Nets could have been better on defense Sunday, but he was particularly critical of himself following that 9HR News. 9 hours ago Joe Harris breaks down costly turnover on late inbound pass versus Wizards. The Brooklyn Nets could have done a lot of things better on Sunday, but there was one play that really stood on against the Wizards. 10HR News. 10 hours ago Joe Harris sets franchise record and career high versus WizardsJoe Harris continues to be the reliable deep threat that he's always been for Brooklyn, setting another Nets record on Sunday. 15hr Sports Betting. 15 hours ago Nets vs.